Hello everyone and welcome to Barca News. It's August 8th, 2022 and Barcelona have begun negotiations to bring Messi back from PSG. Also, Marcos Alonso is very close to signing for Barcelona and there are several updates in regards to the club's exits. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, my name is Mo and I created this channel so it can be a one-stop shop for all Barcelona fans where they can come here and get the latest news in regards to FC Barcelona. Whether it be transfer rumors, injury updates, post-match analysis, or anything else, you will find it here. So I invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Now I'll begin with the news that Barcelona played the last preseason match of the summer where they beat Pumas 6-0 in the Joan Gamper Trophy at the Camp Nou. Now Barcelona officially introduced their squad for the upcoming season and they also organized a heartfelt farewell for the Barcelona legend Dani Alves, who recently signed for Pumas and was at the Camp Nou to play for the Mexican side. Now I will give you a brief review of the match at the end of this video, so make sure you watch all the way through for my thoughts and opinions in regards to yesterday's match. Now on to the news that Radio Catalunya has broke a story that Barcelona have begun negotiations to try to bring Messi back during next summer when his contract expires with PSG. Now Joan Laporta had previously confirmed that it was his desire to bring Messi back so he can play one last season with Barcelona and he can receive a proper farewell. Now Messi's entourage has completely denied the story and they've said that Messi is only focused now on the new season with PSG, which began this past weekend. Now I would honestly love to see Messi in Barcelona for one last time so he can play in all the stadiums where he made history and he can be applauded and receive the farewell that he deserves as the legend that he is. After all, he is the best player in the history of Barcelona and he's one of the best players in the history of football altogether. Now on to the news that Marcos Alonso's agent was seen today in the Barcelona offices meeting with Matteo Alemany to finalize the Spanish defender's move from Chelsea to Barcelona. Now Marcos Alonso's transfer is imminent and very close to conclusion, with Barcelona having reached an agreement with the player and they're currently finalizing the agreement with the London-based club. Now Chelsea's coach Thomas Tuchel has already confirmed that Marcos Alonso will be leaving during this summer transfer window, and Joan Laporta has confirmed that Barcelona will be making one more signing during this summer transfer window, and that signing will be Marcos Alonso. So barring any last minute catastrophes or big surprises, we now know for sure 100% that Marcos Alonso will be coming to Barcelona to reinforce the left back position. Now Marcos Alonso, being the last transfer in the summer transfer window, confirms this next report, which is that Barcelona will not be signing any new players for the right back position. Now as I've informed you many times before, Barcelona were looking to sign Cesar Azpilicueta from Chelsea to reinforce the right back position. Now Cesar Azpilicueta recently decided to renew his contract with Chelsea until 2024 and he informed Barcelona and Xavi that he will not be coming to Barcelona during this summer transfer window. Well, Barcelona have now decided that they will not be signing any new players for that position and that they will count on both Serginho Dest and Sergi Roberto for the right back position. Now on to the news that one more club has joined the race to sign Frenkie De Jong. Now Barcelona are looking to either offload Frenkie De Jong during this summer transfer window in order to remove his huge salary off their wage bill, or they're looking to keep Frenkie De Jong and try to negotiate a salary reduction. Now Frenkie De Jong currently has an offer from Manchester United where the English club has offered him to make him the highest paid player on their squad, and they've offered Barcelona 85 million euros for the transfer of the Dutch midfielder. Now Frenkie has completely ruled out any possible move to Manchester United because he's not convinced with the sporting project and he also wants to play the Champions League, which is something that Manchester United cannot offer him at the moment. Now Chelsea recently joined the race for Frenkie De Jong and they're offering the player the same salary that he currently receives at Barcelona, and they're also offering to pay him the deferred salary that Barcelona currently owe him. Now Chelsea are waiting for the green light from Frenkie De Jong in order to make an official offer to Barcelona, because they don't want to commit the same mistake as Manchester United that reached an agreement first with Barcelona and then they try to reach an agreement with the player, which has refused to make a move to the English-based club. Now Chelsea are not the only club waiting for the green light from Frenkie De Jong. Bayern Munich are also waiting to see whether Frenkie De Jong will be willing to leave this summer transfer window, and the Parisian club PSG has recently added their name to the list of clubs interested in signing the Dutch midfielder. Now Frenkie De Jong has informed Barcelona that he does not want to leave the club, and it's been recently reported that he has also informed them that he will not accept a salary reduction. Now the club have met with Frenkie De Jong during these past days to inform him that sporting-wise they would love to keep him on the squad, however that he needs to accept a salary reduction because the club cannot afford his huge salary. Now Xabi did make a statement prior to the Joan Gamper trophy match where he said that he does not know what's going to happen with Frenkie De Jong, that anything can happen until August 31st, which is the end of the summer transfer window, but he would like to count on Frenkie De Jong because he thought that Frenkie was a magnificent player. So for now, it's all in the hands of Frenkie De Jong, who will have to decide on whether to leave Barcelona during this summer transfer window or remain in the club and accept a salary reduction. Now on to the news that the departure of the Brazilian goalkeeper Neto has been confirmed by both Barcelona and the English club Bournemouth. Now Barcelona announced over the weekend that they have terminated the contract of Neto, and Bournemouth officially announced the signing of the Brazilian goalkeeper. So it looks like Neto has left Barcelona on a free transfer. However, Barcelona, with this move, they've been able to clear around 5 to 6 million euros off their wage bill, which is what Neto was getting paid to be Mark ter Stegen's substitute. Now with Neto's departure, it's now confirmed that Iñaki Peña will be the second goalkeeper and he will be Mark ter Stegen's backup. Now, as I've been telling you these past few days, Barcelona were going to decide the future of Pjanic and see on whether they will keep him or offload him during this summer transfer window. Now, Pjanic did not feature in Xabi's upcoming season plans, and the club had decided to offload him during this summer transfer window. Now, Pjanic had several impressive performances during the preseason that caught the attention of both Xabi and the club. Well, it's now being confirmed that Xabi has decided to keep Pjanic as the substitute for Sergio Busquets in the center midfield position. In fact, Pjanic's agent was seen today at the Barcelona offices meeting with Matteo Alemany. Now Pjanic had initially offered to reduce his salary because he wanted to remain in Barcelona because he thought that he could play an important role in the squad and he can contribute to Xabi's project. So we will have to see whether Barcelona will take up Pjanic on his offer and renegotiate his contract and give him a salary reduction. Now with the decision to keep Pjanic on the squad, this will affect Nico Gonzalez's future. Now Nico had initially requested the club to send him out on loan because he wanted to have more playing minutes. Now Xabi decided to keep Nico in the squad because he wanted him to be Sergio Busquets' replacement in that center midfield position. Well, now that Pjanic will be remaining in the squad and will be Busquets' replacement, it's most likely that Barcelona will be sending Nico on loan, and the player will most likely not object to that since that was his initial request prior to the beginning of the preseason. Now speaking of departures, Samuel Umtiti was called up to be amongst the 31 players to play the Joan Gamper trophy, and he was supposed to be introduced prior to the Joan Gamper match as a Barcelona player. Well, Umtiti was not present at the Joan Gamper trophy, and it's now being reported that this happened because Umtiti is currently finalizing his move to the Greek club Olympiacos. Now hopefully this transfer can go through because, as I've reported previously, Umtiti was very close to finalizing his move to the French club Rennes. However, that move fell through at the last minute when Rennes backed away from the deal because they had concerns over Umtiti's physical state, specifically with his knee that the French player injured several seasons ago. Now another player that will be departing the club this summer is the Moroccan winger Abde. Now Abde was signed last summer as a reinforcement for the Barca B squad, and after having several amazing performances, he was called up to the senior team. Now with the arrival of Adama Traoré and Ferran Torres in the winter transfer window, Abde was called back down to the Barca B, where he helped that team remain in the respective league. Now with an amazing performance in last season, Xabi called up Abde to the preseason tour so he can see if he can give him a spot on the senior team. Now, unfortunately for Abde, with the arrival of Rafinha and with the renewal of Dembele's contract, Abde will not be having any playing minutes next season, so the club have decided to loan out the Moroccan player so he can continue his growth and development. Now, the club are currently negotiating with several other teams, with Cadiz being the team most interested in signing Abde. So we will have to see where will Abde end up this upcoming season. But one thing is for sure is that Barcelona want to keep Abde for the future because they know of all the promise and talent that this player has. Now we will end today's video with a brief review of yesterday's match where Barcelona annihilated Pumas 6-0. Now once the official season begins, I will be making separate videos reviewing Barcelona's matches, and these videos will be live immediately after the matches conclude. Now I'm currently trying to set up everything to make these videos happen, so I really hope you enjoy that content and make sure you keep an eye out for all these post-match analysis. Now in yesterday's match, the team displayed an amazing performance with Xabi using two separate formations, one for each half. Now during the first half, Xabi called up Marc ter Stegen in the goal, Sergio Roberto as a right back, Ronald Araujo and Eric Garcia as center backs, and Alejandro Balde in the left back. Now in the midfield, Xabi used Sergio Busquets in a center midfield position with Gabi to his right and Pedri to his left. And in the offense, we saw Dembele and Rafinha on the wings with Robert Lewandowski playing as a center forward. Now Xabi once again used that combination of both Rafinha and Dembele on the wings. I initially thought that Dembele and Rafinha would both be sharing the same spot on the right wing. However, this combination of both players playing at the same time has been proved to be a lethal one. Now Rafinha and Dembele consistently switched bands all throughout the first half. They completely annihilated Pumas' defense and they combined extremely well, with Rafinha assisting Dembele for Barcelona's third goal. Now I can't wait to see what Rafinha and Dembele will be doing this upcoming season. They have proven to be a lethal combination, and I know they will be setting fire to Europe. Now Robert Lewandowski finally scored his first goal in the Barcelona jersey, and it was an amazing goal where Pedri snuck a pass through to Lewandowski, and Lewandowski took on the goalkeeper, beating him and then scoring an amazing goal for in an impossible angle. Now Robert Lewandowski returned the favor to Pedri twice, assisting Pedri 2 times and helping Pedri score 2 goals in the first half. Now Robert Lewandowski looked in incredible form in yesterday's match, where not only did he show us that he's capable of scoring, but he's also capable of assisting, building plays, combining well, and breaking the lines of the opposing team. Now another highlight of the first half of yesterday's match was Alejandro Balde, who once again did an amazing job on the left back position, consistently breaking lines, challenging defenders one-to-one and beating them, and constantly contributing to the offense. Now I really hope that Barcelona did not spend money on trying to sign Marcos Alonso, because I strongly believe that Alejandro Balde should be Jordi Alba's competition for the left back position, especially with all the amazing performances that this youngster has given us all throughout the preseason. Now the first half ended with Barcelona scoring 4 goals, with 1 goal scored by Lewandowski, 1 by Dembele, and 2 by Pedri. Now during the second half, we saw several players come on at the halftime, with more players coming on at the minute 60, with the entire formation being changed for the second half. Now in the second half, we saw Iñaki Peña in the goal, with Serginho Dest on the right back, and Piqué and Jules Koundé, who played for the first time in a Barcelona jersey, as center backs, and then Jordi Alba on the left back. Now in the midfield, we saw Frenkie De Jong, Nico and Frenkie De Jong. In the attack, we saw Aubameyang on the right wing, Memphis Depay as a center forward, and Ansu Fati on the left wing. Now during the second half, Aubameyang scored Barcelona's 5th goal, with Frenkie De Jong scoring Barcelona's 6th and final goal. Now Frenkie De Jong had an amazing performance in yesterday's match, where he played very well defensively, consistently intercepting the ball from Pumas, pushing forward, combining well with his teammates, sneaking a pass through that almost ended in goal, and then scoring a goal where he was pressing very high up and stole the ball from a Pumas defender and was able to beat the goalie and score Barcelona's 6th goal. Now overall, the team played very well last night. They kept a very high intensity throughout most of the match. They also pressured very high, and whenever they lost the ball, they immediately pressured Pumas to try to recover the ball right away. Now it's important to note that Pumas was a much inferior opponent to Barcelona, but either way, the signs are there that Barcelona are playing very well together and they're fulfilling Xavi's vision and Xavi's plans of how Barcelona should look like. Now another standout point from yesterday's match is the depth of the squad that we currently have. Barcelona has done a great job in meeting Xavi's demand to have 2 great players for each position, and we've seen that all throughout the preseason match, where we've seen enough players to form 2 great teams, both capable of winning trophies. And this is exactly what we need here in Barcelona in order to bring the team back to the top of the European and global football stage. Because players do get suspended, do get injured, and they get tired, so it's very important to have a bench deep enough and good enough to be able to replace those teams without the team's performance taking a hit. So I can't wait to see what this Barcelona team will do this upcoming season, especially with La Liga set to begin in 5 days, where Barcelona will face off against Rayo Vallecano at the Camp Nou on August 13th. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video, and as always, peace, Barça.